Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I would like to attack the Otharian Trade Association. We don't have eyes on a number of their systems that we'd like to claim, and of course we need that influence for other things right now. However, their borders are currently open. I don't know how long that's going to remain the case. We might want to grab one of our fleets, maybe the smaller fleet for right now, and tell it to... there's no route to get there. Maybe this is a bug.
Technology conceived.
No, we have a route to get there. Okay. It must have been because I had just started up the game and it wasn't, like, sure whether these borders were open or closed or something. I'm not sure what was up with that, but that's fine for the moment. Now, I definitely want to grab naval cap here. That's going to be important to get our naval cap up, of course. So we're going to do that, and we're going to have these guys. I want them to be scouting all of this territory out over here. Although I don't think we need to sensor range, right? We should just need to go like here. And then make our way down this direction and go like there, I think. That might do the trick. We'll see. We are, of course, going to be working on building a hyper relay in Jardlevon. That is where the majority of our influence is going to go for now. We're building a hyper relay up in Farai already, so we need to head into Karos. Yep, that all looks good. Soon as we have enough, which we do, excellent. So their borders are open to us, which is convenient. I'm not sure if they were open before or not, but they appeared open the moment that we started up the game here, so that's interesting. So it looks like we're going to have to actually go into every single one of these systems. That's fine. We can do something kind of like this, and then queue up a journey like... Actually, yeah, this is fine. Journey kind of like this, and then out over here, and then back home. That would be the idea. So hopefully we get that scouted fairly quickly. The idea here is that we want to be able to claim all of their systems. Oh, there's one way out over here. Noted. Okay, well, we do have this archaeological site here. Records aboard the station reveal that the former inhabitants were deeply religious and had no contact with the outside world, which they feared and despised. Every aspect of their lives was governed by an omniscient oracle who scried their destinies at birth. Divine will decided everything, from their choice of partner and occupation to the minutiae of their daily lives, leaving them with little individual freedom. Most were afraid to diverge from their destined paths, as all who did perished under mysterious circumstances. Cool. So this tech world needs an upgrade. I'm just thinking about how we want to get all the way out here. Okay, I'm going to redo this order. We definitely want vision on all of this, right? That is absolutely top priority that we get this stuff. And then we come back down here, like so. And then we scout this. And then we go all the way over to here. It feels a little bit inefficient. We probably should have gone down first, but now that we know that we can't rely on sensor range, that's okay. So we do need to get a construction over in Shatima, which we absolutely will do. We finished up these stations. Okay, cool. That looks good. No issue whatsoever there. Where we do have a bit of an issue is with our energy credits and food. So I do want to put in an agriculture district here. It's not perfect, but we'll do it. The bunker on Morse Redu was used to protect computing equipment, some of which appears to be directly connected to the mycelium. Hold on, you. Thankfully, we managed to reactivate several terminals and databanks. Breaking the encryption and deciphering the language used will take time, and the team has requested that several of our top language drones be sent here to help. Interesting. Okay. So what do we got going on here? A novel zoonotic disease has appeared on Kagaton 1. Without the medical technology required to combat the infection, the population is quickly succumbing to misery and death. Our policy is to never interfere with pre-FTL worlds, but can we really stand idly by while these people suffer? We'll watch and learn. And what is this? The Veron Commonality declaring rivalry with us? That's these guys up here. I'm assuming we still have all of our rivalries, right? Actually, we don't. We can get another rivalry here. Cool. What about these guys? Okay, requires terrible relations. Yeah, that's not really going to be a thing. What about the Otharians? I want terrible relations here for sure. Okay. Only empires with a relative power greater than pathetic and less than overwhelming can be declared as rivals. So this means that either they're pathetic or they're overwhelming to us. We know that they were pathetic, but our intel on them is stale, so we don't actually know what's going on there. I'm willing to bet they're probably still pathetic. We have put a fair amount of resources into our fleets, so that's probably what's going on there. This Forge world absolutely needs a resource processing center, but also needs an industrial district. I would like to clear out a tile blocker here. We are lacking technology for both of those, so. On this tech world, we need a job, and really a maintenance drone isn't what we want here, but we need a hive district to open up a building slot. All of these crystal mines and moat harvesting traps, they're not great as far as building slots go, but for the moment, they're quite valuable. So we're going to keep them around for now, but that might change. As the plague continues to ravage Kagaton 1, the number of dead and dying is staggering. There's no cure. Further suffering can only be alleviated, not prevented. Okay, so a Yaston Pop has died. Okay. So we do want to go into Loisar and build a hyper relay there. We also want to build one in Shoal, and we're building in Shatib already. So that looks good. No problem there. We're definitely a bit low on our energy credits, and our food is getting reasonably positive now. Now, we do get Spawning Frenzy, which gives us plus 10% pop growth speed. That's great. That also gets us an Ascension perk, and I would like to become the Crisis. But not yet. I want to grab Galactic Force Projection first for that plus 80 naval cap and plus 20 fleet command limit. So that'll be great. Let's hop into here, and I want to bring up our fleets to be, for now, it's going to be something like 330. Okay, so something like this. Eventually, we're going to want to go to 4, 8, 16, 32. I just like to have them double, but for now, we're not quite there. So we want this to go to 3 and then this to go to 30. We'll need a little bit more fleet command limit to make that happen, but that's fine for the moment. Okay,
Technology
that looks good.
conceived.
Research speed, plus 5%. Always great. What else do we want here? Guardian point defense. Beautiful. That'll be great for our corvettes. That does, of course, mean that our naval cap is up there, so we can start to work on reinforcing this fleet. That's now at full strength. And then this fleet, we can start working on that, but we're going to need quite a bit more. Cognitive node leveling up. What do we got here? Research speed overall 9% versus research speed only in society of 10%. Why would we ever take this over this? Okay. Beautiful. 9% additional research speed. I love it. So we're going to continue to head down. We've got this area all explored up. Looks good. Beautiful. So we're done in Shatib. We need to build a hyper relay in Alard and one in Earl as well eventually. But for now, this is absolutely fine. These guys are still constructing, so there's not really that much to do over here just yet. Sounds good. But we are going to want to build in Zandabon next, so I'll get that queued up. A group of large predators indigenous to Nithascal, wow, words are very hard, were recently discovered to have made a lair in the ruins being excavated. Before our archaeology drones could make their escape, the vicious animals were upon them. Kolanul was lost among the others, so we lost our scientist over here. Okay, that is definitely sad. We also got this guy leveled up. I guess assist research efficiency, that will become important later, but it's not yet. We'll need a new scientist here, and archaeological excavation speed. Sounds good. Beautiful. So that'll do. Minus 81 energy credits, that's rough. Okay, we need to do something about that. Kerbis Prime is set up as an energy world. It's not going to be a great one, but... well, the decision. What was that? Expand dayside infrastructure. Yes. That'll take 3,600 days to enact, and it goes in the build queue. Noted. Okay, so that's fine for the moment. We've got lots of available jobs here and lots of housing, so we can get that started at least. This will be a good generator world. It's just not one yet. Okay. The zoonotic disease on Kagatin 1 continues to spread. By now, most of the planet's major settlements have been infected. As mortality rates continue to rise, the sheer scale of the disaster has resulted in an explosive proliferation of religious sects and apocalyptic cults. Indeed. That is, of course, sects with a T. Understood. Excellent. So we do have more alloys that we can spend. We're probably going to need them on our construction ships soon. Ah, yes, curators. So the curators want to take our money again, and of course they do. We're going to sell off a bunch of minerals. We're going to sell some food, mostly volatile motes, though. That'll do the trick. Beautiful. We're going to purchase this service. Goodbye. Excellent. So that is great. We're done in Loisar for now. We want to go down to Ridigus. We're heading down this direction, right? So how do we want to do this line? The line could come this way, and then from here, split and go here, and then go down this direction, and then from here go to Sapir and also to Caspadine. That's probably the best way to go. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. So that's fine for now. We're going to be in Zandabon right now and working on that. We're done in Alard, so we're going to head to Earl. We don't know where this wormhole goes. We should probably figure that out eventually. Once we have a science ship available, we'll do
Technology conceived.
What tech is this? Naval cap. Excellent. What else do we get here? Fleet command limit. Yes, please. That'll be great. We're also about to get Gauss cannons, so that's good too.
Technology conceived.
Phenomenal. There's the Gauss cannons. For the time being, oh, there's so much good here. Let's go for engineering research from brain drones to continue to keep up in our technologies. Beautiful. The archaeological team has made an unexpected discovery. Embedded within the station walls is a hidden surveillance system that seems to have been feeding visual and auditory information to a single point somewhere within the station's core. Someone was monitoring the disciples at all times, even in their most private moments. In some places, the equipment has been torn out or sabotaged. Closer to the central hub are signs of violence and disruption. It seems as though, at some point, the inhabitants discovered they were being monitored. Oh, well, that's probably not good for them. So we're lacking housing on this mining world. Okay, if we build a hive district, that will cut into our mining district capabilities, but we have a bunch of tile blockers here. So for now, that's what we're going to do. We're still very negative on our energy credits, and that certainly needs some work here. Yeah, we did get all of this surveyed. Okay, beautiful. On Kagatin 1, or not surveyed, but entered, at least. Explored? I think that's the term. On Kagatin 1, a number of so-called messiahs have appeared. With promises of divine deliverance, each of these prophets has amassed a substantial following. On top of the ravages of disease, violent clashes between competing sects are increasingly commonplace. Understood. That's definitely creepy for them. So we definitely want to build in Erich here.
Council agenda available.
Ooh, a council agenda. Every member of the Vengralian Trium is their own boss. This does lead to some administrative issues. I'm sure it does. So for energy credits, actually, they're offering us 2,000 energy credits for a science chip. No thank you. It's probably worth it, but not at this moment. Okay, ship weapons range and hull points. That's actually really good. Take it. That's for an admiral, not one of our nodes. That would be really good if that was for a node. But unfortunately, it's not. Let's head into Astraeus for now. And we want to head into Wua as well. So we're lacking in rare crystals for that. Noted. Let's exchange some 0 for a few rare crystals, as well as some energy credits. There we go. So we're going to build our hyper relay over here in Wua. Looks good. This is a mining world here. We're doing okay for now on mining worlds. We require a job. I feel like we're okay for our naval cap for the moment. It could definitely use more work later, but for right now, I feel like it's okay. So I think we're just going to put in a mining district here. It is a mining world, truly. It is truly a mining world. Society research. What do we need here? Building slots. Building slots would be really handy for us. On this generator world, we could certainly, we're lacking housing. We could certainly put in an agriculture district and a food processing facility for the moment. This world is kind of all over the place, but that's because we're maxed right now on our generator districts from here. What we're really waiting for is for these guys to come online, right? Something waits in the Habric system. A veiled passage cut from the fabric of spacetime, its horizon rippling with psionic energy. Sensor data is erratic, but the hive has been disturbed. A persistent feeling of being watched pervades us, the distinct sense that something looms just beyond the tunnel's mouth. Despite the frustrating lack of useful telemetry, it seems clear we've stumbled on a passage through uncharted reaches. A dangerous path, yet the rewards may be great. On the tunnel's far side lies a distant corner of the galaxy. What mysteries lie beyond the veil? Okay, so that has a shroud tunnel and the sophants of the shroud. Cool. So we're just heading over to be able to see this area. Not interested. Move along. And then we'll head back to mechas as soon as we're done with that. So we do want to continue to reinforce this fleet. That is absolutely something that we do want. We're running low on food, although we're working on that. Ah, the new Mystic Order showed up. What do we got? 2,500 energy credits for a caravan cruiser. No, thank you. I don't think we need it right now. On this Forge world... Okay, we'll get back to you. On this Forge world, we are going to want to put in... Can we get a resource processing center? No, that requires a hive nexus. Okay. So in that case, we would put in an alloy foundry. Zayan aliens, huh? Okay, well, we'll definitely take a look at that. On Kakatin 1, winds whisper across the empty plains. Dwellings that once housed whole families now stand lifeless and forlorn. The planet's population has been eliminated. At long last, the plague has run its course. Acknowledged. Okay, so... in Kagatin, those aliens are gone. So that means that we can terraform this world. Beautiful. We're going to sell some exotic gases here and some volatile motes. And we'll terraform that over into an arid world. Of course, we're going to run out of energy credits pretty soon. We can sell off some dark matter, some zero. And are we making living metal? Do we have a source of that? No. Actually, we do have a source of it. Okay. Noted. We'll probably keep it around, though. That'll be fine for now. So we've got that terraforming. That's great. No issues whatsoever there. And we did meet somebody over here in Helos. Not sure who, but we are on our way back with our secondary fleet here. They'll be back in a while. It's going to take some time. Guardian Point defense is now done. Get out of here, New Mystic Order. Okay, let's see. I was hoping to see additional upgrades to our energy credit production. There's not really any of that here. Let's grab advanced shields for the time being. Okay, what do we want? Monthly Unity? Yep, that'll do. Within the borders of the... Wait, what just happened? Oh, they closed their borders to us. They must have. It's not showing it yet. No access. Yeah, they declared rivalry on us. Okay. The fleet we encountered in the Helo system is unlike any we've seen in this region of space before. It does not appear to be aggressive, but we can only speculate as to its origin or purpose here. Our best guess is that the fleet represents a faction without formal ties to any local authority or civilization. Proceed with caution. So, where is our fleet at? Yeah, they're going to return near the end of the year.
Technology.
So these guys did indeed close their borders, but they kindly waited until after we had scouted all of their systems. So that's great. We are, of course, going to declare rivalry on them as well. Wonderful. There's our ceramo metal infrastructure. What else do we got here? I mean, all of these things would be reasonable to get, but I think for the moment, the most important thing would maybe be getting this Edicts Fund. That would fundamentally be about a 10% boost to our Unity income. Yeah, we'll take that. That sounds good. We've recovered valuable information from the databanks found in the bunker on Morse Redu. The databanks tell us that this was a sort of listening post. Apparently, the aliens found a way to interpret the signals coursing through the mycelium and convert them into actionable intel. We do not understand how this might have been possible, but the team will now try to bring water from nearby ice asteroids to awaken the Fumungous again and see what kind of data it transmits, if any. I think they accidentally forgotten of there, but whatever. So this Forge world definitely requires a hive nexus, and that is top priority. I do want to get our construction ships going here, so we'll build here, we will build here, and we'll build, well, here eventually. We are lacking in rare crystals. We'll need, looks like, one more month tick for that, or no, there's a reduction in price. Right, because of the Void Have. Cool. So that's all good. A recent breakthrough has shown some light on the vanished city builders of Nithascal 5. Apparently, the fungal species has a collective cycle of mass death and rebirth. They hatch en masse, almost simultaneously across the whole planet, and grow up as part of a linked hive mind collective. Hive mind collective. Helps if I intonate that correctly. In the course of their hundreds of years-long life cycle, they spread out and reclaim the cities built and abandoned by previous died-off generations. While nearing the next death-rebirth event, they need some species-wide biological clarion call. Heed. Not need. Heed. Wow. Apparently I absolutely cannot read today. That's exciting. Through asexual reproduction, they give birth to a pod that is buried in the ground. The parent dies and the body decays and fertilizes the ground around the pod. After a long dormant period, the pods hatch and the cycle begins anew. Well, we'll keep digging on that. Absolutely. Cool. So we do still have some observation insights. We'll see if these guys die out as well. We do have an archaeological site over here as well that we can work on. That's great. We've reached an impasse with the fleet identifying itself as a ghost ship. This unusual presence ignored most of our diplomatic overtures, but we can infer that it represents a neutral entity which stands apart from galactic civilization.
Technology conceived.
We suspect that if the fleet possesses any owners in the conventional sense, it would take extraordinary measures to reach them. With this in mind, we've summarized our findings for future teams of science drones to make use of, in case such an opportunity does arrive. Okay, cool. So, we also could actually get additional edicts fund, or node culling, being unlocked. Okay, interesting. Synaptic reinforcement, yeah, that might be kind of useful, but I think the most important thing here is, in fact, getting that edicts fund up again. That's going to be nearly another 10% boost to our Unity income, so that's absolutely great. We've traced the wiring to a temple complex devoted to the worship of the Oracle and her clergy in the station's central node. But in the Oracle's chambers, instead of a divine entity, resides an enormous AI nexus of the Oracle brand. Oh, I hate those servers. Wires extend from its core like a nervous system through the entire station. Secret communications between the inhabitants reveal there was a failed attempt at storming the temple and deactivating the nexus. It seems likely the society collapsed when it became known that their lives were not governed by divine will, but by a prophetic computer. Restarting the nexus will require extensive repairs. Well, go ahead and do that. So we need housing on this Forge world. We have a Hive Nexus here. So that means that we can get a resource processing center, right? Oh, that's a Hive core. Never mind. So I think we'll go for a Hive district here just to get some housing. Yeah, that seems okay for the moment. We may change that around later, but for now, that'll be fine. When are these guys going to be back? 2294? Right about now. Fantastic. So they're back now, and we're going to bring them back to mechas. It's not going to take them very long to get there, of course. And we'll continue to reinforce this fleet. I'm assuming you're merging with them?
Our hive is under attack.
Oh, hello. We'll get to this in a moment. Researchers on Mechas Prime have eagerly anticipated the countdown of the mysterious atomic clock of prodigious precision found on Cepher 1A for the past 42 years and 3 days. Several decades worth of heated speculation and conjecture have evaporated in an instant. The clock has just now reached its momentous deadline, ejecting a stream of self-replicating nanites. These nanites left the surface of the asteroid where they've coalesced into a fascinating unmanned military vessel. It's ours for the taking, should we so desire, and we would get a nanite interdictor and an L-gate insight. Or we could get 1,500 alloys and an L-gate insight. Interesting. That's what we're going to do. It would probably be a reasonably powerful ship, but we can't replace it, and I'm more interested in ships that are attritable. So that'll be fine. We will reinforce this fleet with those shiny new alloys. That'll be absolutely okay. We're still pretty negative on our energy credits, and we need to deal with that. The Rongo raiding fleet has been detected approaching our borders. Okay, so on screen, yeah, they're going to try this again, and it's probably going to go worse than last time, if I had to guess. Let's see here. What do we got going on here? We can get a trait pick, monthly influence, plus 0.75? That's kind of huge. We'll definitely take that. And I want to go to our construction ships. They're all still busy. Okay, noted. So we've also got this guy that we can level up. 2 monthly alloys. Do it. Okay, so that's all looking fine. We're getting these repairs done. We're also going to continue to reinforce this fleet. I think we're almost done reinforcing it, in all honesty. That should be really, really close to being done.
Technology conceived.
We can actually increase the size of these, though, and we should do that. So we want to be at 4, 8, 16, 32, like this. We do have 2 additional command limit. For now, we may just put that into corvettes. Yeah, that's probably fine. So we do something like that, about 8,000 alloys to max out. Noted. Edict's Fund plus 20 looks good, and then I think from there we go to something like battle simulators. Beautiful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode we're going to continue to build our network here. We're almost maxed out with our 2 fleets. I think we're probably going to attack the Otharians very, very soon. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.